Jokic is not the MVP. He is being outplayed by two other guys, and they, unlike Jokic, have legit cases to win. Unlike Luka, who is leading the league in points, and unlike Shai, who is second in points and first in the West, Jokic doesn't have a case. This is part of our weekly stream, Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. Okay, next up. So we want to talk about the MVP race because Embiid was running away with it. Let's talk about it. He was averaging 36 a game. He was going crazy. True. Embiid's injured, ineligible to getting the award now. It's pretty much just between Shai and Jokic. Or is it? Is that what do you think? Who is it between right now for the MVP?
Are we forgetting about the 6'8" Slovenian guy?
No, I'm just saying that's what I gathered information.
Bro, how can Jokic be the MVP? This is like statistically kind of a down year, and they're not as good.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, Jokic definitely should not be in the conversation yet. They're not as good. If anyone should be in the conversation, it should be Luka and Shai.
Luka's team's not as good, but at the same time, Luka's averaging, like, have you seen on the memes about like, oh, he posted this stat line, and it like dropped his averages down. Like I think Luka's leading the league in points right now with like 34.5. Shai's right behind him with 31. Luka's averaging 8 rebounds and I think 8 assists. He's also assisting or scoring 60 of the Mavericks' points on average. He's carrying that team. Like he is the most valuable player to a team right now. I completely agree with you. But everyone's still talking about Jokic. So why do you think they're talking about Jokic still?
I think the argument with Jokic is he's the most valuable player to that team. Like, true. In terms of like, he's kind of the, like, he's the Luka Doncic, or Luka's the Jokic of his team. Like, they're the engine, like the whole system, the whole way the team works is like built around them. So,
but at the same time, you take Shai off the Thunder.
The argument with Jokic is that he got robbed last year.
I wouldn't even say he got robbed last year, though. But that's the thing, is that's where we're at. So,
yeah, I don't know. I don't think Jokic should be in consideration if his team's having a down year. But the NBA does have the opportunity to almost fix the MVP award this year, if you think about it, because it's usually gone to the player that like puts up the best stats. It was the Russell Westbrook effect.
Yeah.
Like it is, where it's like, even though Russ was finishing as like the 6th, 7th seed, it's like he's averaging a triple-double. We have to give it to him. But now they have the second leading scorer in the NBA is on the first-seeded team in the West. You see what I mean here? Yeah. It's like technically it should go to Shai if the award were to end today. Even though Luka is putting up better stats, it's not by a lot, and it's like how much do you factor in team success? Is the MVP an individual award? Is it a team award? Because like if it's a team award, Shai's got the better constructed team, and that's like neither his fault nor Luka. Shai shouldn't lose out on the award for having the better team, but is he the better player than Luka? I would say no.
Yeah, so you're right, because there I did the math, and only 3 players have won the MVP on being the 4th seed or lower. Can you guess who those 3 players are?
Our generation?
All time. 2 guys from our generation, 1 guy from the 80s.
Oh, God. Okay.
So it's Jokic. Remember when Jokic got bounced the first round? When were they lower than the 4th seed? That's what I want to know.
When was the last time they were the 4th seed?
Yeah, they were under that, because that's what this is about. 3 players who won the MVP being under the 4th seed or lower.
In 2021, 2022, the Nuggets were the 6th seed.
Yeah. So it was 2022. Okay. So, yeah, that's when that happened. So Moses Malone, Westbrook, and Jokic are the only MVPs to win, not being above the 4th seed. Sticking on Jokic for a sec. So he's got 2 MVPs. Giannis has 2 MVPs. And there are 8 players who won 3 MVPs or more in their career. Russell, Chamberlain, Kareem, Moses Malone, Bird, Magic, MJ, and LeBron. Do you think that Jokic will ever win a 3rd MVP? Because as much as we would like to say that it's just this season and we only talk about this season, that's why you're going to win the MVP for this season. You got to compare to the past, because that list of 8 guys, that's pretty. I mean, Moses Malone was great. Outside of that Moses Malone, you're getting all these guys in the top 10, like undisputed. And so, do you think Jokic can ever win a 3rd MVP based off of like sports media, NBA media, and like them giving it to him?
Yeah, I would say so. Same thing with Giannis. I mean, yeah, you know, people don't like their style of basketball, but I mean, like, the guy's averaged 30. I'm so sorry. The guy's averaged 30 with like 10 assists. It's like at the end of the day, it's like, oh, who else are you gonna give it to?
Yeah.
Like I've never understood that. I remember when DeMarcus Cousins was talking about that. He was like, if Jokic gets another MVP, he's like a top center of all time. And it's like, I don't know if I can get behind that. And I'm like, what do you mean you can't get behind that?
Dude,
like,
what centers do you have above Jokic right now? like all time as of right now? Kareem, Shaq,
the old dude. You got the old dude. So you got Kareem. Oh, this is no order. So you would have like what? Kareem, Bill Russell,
Shaq,
Wilt Chamberlain, Shaq. Yeah.
And then I think Hakeem is where it starts to get like.
Oh, Hakeem is better than him.
You think so?
Actually, that's
what I'm saying. That's where it starts to get a little, because those 4 guys above him, Wilt, Kareem, Shaq, and Russell is where there's no contest.
That's the
Hakeem,
thing, though.
Jokic is where it starts to get.
We idealize like the old players in the NBA almost too much. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean,
to a degree.
Hold on.
No, no. In the sense of Hakeem, right?
Okay.
Like, think of Hakeem. Hakeem only won when MJ was gone. Hakeem only won when MJ was gone, and it's like Hakeem was like a freaking force on defense. Like, no one's saying Hakeem is a bad player, or not that, or is overrated. But it's like, why can't the guys of today be put in those conversations? You know what I mean? Like, if Nikola Jokic was back there playmaking like that,
bro.
Exactly. It's why Larry Bird. I have this take that Nikola Jokic is the modern day Larry Bird. Like, if you literally look at the play styles, I've been clowned for this take, and it's not wrong. I'm so sorry.
No, it's not even because they're white. They just are both big. Larry Bird was 6'10". Like, people don't get that.
If you watch Larry Bird play, it's Nikola Jokic.
Yeah.
I'm so for real. If you look up highlights of Larry Bird playing basketball, it's Nikola Jokic.
Yeah.
Just without maybe an extra 100 pounds.
And he's shot creating way more. Jokic does not shot create.
He's not 100 pounds.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's a good take.